like the night had been waiting. Go watch catching sunset, no need for explaining. Everybody talks too much when they don't feel secure. You just smiled at the room and made silence feel expensive. Some people chase the spotlight, some bring the light with them. Sunset pressure on the boulevard, palm shadows moving over parked cars. We don't need to prove too much when the whole night already feels ours. Sunset pressure, smooth and slow, Pacific air through the stereo. If they're watching, let them watch. We came too far to move small. She leaned against a lowrider, laughing like she owned the heat. Red nails, calm eyes, white shoes on the concrete. Somebody asked where we're going. You said somewhere with a view. That sounded simple enough, but everybody knew it was true. Sunset pressure on the boulevard, palm shadows moving over parked cars. We don't need to prove too much when the whole night already feels ours. Sunset pressure, smooth and slow, Pacific air through the stereo. If they're watching, let them watch. We came too far to move small. Real confidence, don't shout, it just arrives on time. Moves through the room slowly and leaves something behind. Sunset pressure in the warm night air, low light sitting in your hair. Everything felt easy for once, like life forgot to be unfair. Sunset pressure riding low, let the whole coastline glow. We don't need the loudest room, we just need the right one. We just need the right one. Windows down past the ocean line, warm air riding through the car. Nobody rushing the evening, we already made it this far. Whoa, whoa.
Midnight on the coast again. Only the bass is talking now.
On the street light glow, slow cars drifting where the cold winds blow. I ride alone, but I don't feel lost. The city sleeps, but my thoughts still cross. Neon reflections on the empty road, heavy sub bass in the trunk explode. Every heartbeat sync with the low and flow. Let the night take everything I know, and I fade into the echo where the ocean meets the sound. Nothing real above me now. Midnight condo, I disappear in the bass, lost in the rhythm of a slow coast pace. No direction, just vibration, carried by the sound system sensation. Midnight condo, could hide. Every corner got a story in the air. Every silence got the way I wear. Street lights flicker like a fading dream. Reality bends in the low and beam. I don't chase time, I just let it slip. Baseline therapy in every trip. If I vanish in the sound tonight, don't call me back to the morning light. Let the dub keep me in this hole. Warm like fire, calm like cold. Midnight condo, I dissolve in the wave. Every echo becomes what I crave. No beginning, no end in sight. Just bass in the ocean all through the night. Still rolling, still fading. Midnight never really ends here. On the street, hydraulics pulse with every beat. Sunset dripping through the frame. California calls my name. Boulevard is moving slow. Palm trees in the golden glow. Radio playing something old. Stories in the bass unfold. Riding low, feel the vibe. Let the sunset come alive. Lowrider frequency, set me free. Rolling through eternity. Oh, lowrider frequency, you and me. Baseline in geometry. Street lights flicker one by one. Night arrives, but we ain't done. Tires hum a steady song. Feels like I've been here too long. Time dissolves into the heat. Bass and asphalt, me and me. Every bounce becomes a dream. Floating on a neon stream. Slow, let me go. Sunset burns, but we don't go. Slow and slow, let it show. Bass forever in the flow. Golden hour always changes the city. Everything looks more expensive for a little while. The rooftop fills slowly near sunset. Speaker stacks glowing beneath amber skies. Laughing near the poolside lights. Palm trees moving through warm air. You You arrived wearing white linen casually, like confidence stopped needing effort years ago. Some people spend their whole lives performing. You just existed comfortably inside the moment. The DJ stretched the bassline longer. Warm reggae grooves across the skyline. Nobody moving aggressively, just smooth energy drifting through the crowd. The best kind of nights usually begin without pressure. Golden hour sound system tonight. West Coast skies and city lights. And somehow the whole rooftop moves slower once the bass settled in to the air. Golden hour across the ocean glow. Warm conversations moving low. Nobody trying to impress strangers when the atmosphere already feels complete. A girl in gold hoops danced near the speakers like she trusted the rhythm completely. Honestly, that kind of confidence always makes rooms feel more alive. You handed me a drink without speaking, then pointed toward the sunset quietly. Sometimes silence becomes memorable when the moment already says enough. The coastline stretched beyond downtown, orange skies fading into deep blue. Everything looked cinematic naturally, like California understanding itself perfectly. Golden hour sound system tonight. Palm silhouettes against the light, and every face inside the rooftop crowd looked calmer beneath the music. Golden hour rolling through the city. Warm air making everybody pretty. The kind of nights people replay later just to feel the atmosphere again. Certain songs become memories immediately, before the night even ends. Golden hour sound system slowly. Basslines drifting through the ocean breeze. And somehow the whole skyline softened as the sunlight disappeared behind it. Golden hour through West Coast nights. Speaker glow and rooftop lights. Nobody ready for the evening to end. Nobody wanting normal life back yet. The last sunlight faded over the ocean, while the bass rolled into midnight. The city looked expensive from up there. Gold light stretching past the coastline. Music rolling through warm night air. Nobody ready to leave yet. Dancing slowly near the speakers, like the bass already controlled the room. Some people try too hard to look cool, meanwhile confidence moved naturally around them. You leaned against the rooftop railing, watching traffic crawl beneath the skyline. Somebody asked what you do for work. You laughed and changed the subject smoothly. That kind of mystery always works better than explaining yourself too much. especially in cities where everybody feels pressure to become a brand somehow. Some nights are less about excitement and more about atmosphere done correctly. Rooftop girls in every face tonight, palm trees underneath city lights, and somehow everything felt calmer the louder the speakers rolled. Rooftop girls moving through warm air, gold reflections everywhere, nobody chasing attention loudly. The energy already spoke for itself. A girl with silver hoops kept dancing alone, like she forgot the room existed entirely. Honestly, those are usually the people who understand music the deepest. The bartender carried another round upstairs, warm whiskey, catching amber light. You said life feels better when nobody's pretending, and I think everybody near us agreed silently. The skyline glowed across the ocean, lowriders passing beneath the building. Everything felt cinematic naturally, without anybody forcing the moment. Rooftop girls in heavy bass tonight, California warmth beneath the night, and every conversation sounded smoother once the music settled into everybody. Oh, rooftop girls beside speaker stacks, ocean breeze against our backs. Nobody checking phones too often, for once the real moment felt enough. The best nights usually happen when nobody tries to manufacture them. Rooftop girls in heavy bass, slowly warm skies above the coastline glow, and somehow the whole city relaxed for a few good hours together. Rooftop girls beneath palm shadows, music carrying through the West Coast there. Nobody wanting sunrise too quickly, nobody ready for normal life again. Rolled into early morning, while the skyline faded gold. City breathing under light, skyline fading into night. String lights flicker soft and gold, stories in the bass unfold. Vinyl crackle in the air, smoke and sound is everywhere. Ocean whisper far below, while the rooftop speakers glow. We rise above the noise and fear, only rhythm pulling near. Rooftop session, deep connection, bassline heals every direction. Rooftop session, pure reflection, sound system, resurrection. Wind is carrying the tone, but tonight I'm not alone. Every heartbeat syncs with drum, till the silence comes undone. Stars are falling to sound, gravity don't come around. We are floating in the mix, analog emotional fix. Rooftop high, don't say goodbye, let the skyline amplify. Rooftop die. Catch the last of the sun. 101 highway, the day is all done. Palm tree silhouettes line the boulevard. CD lights glowing. Life isn't so hard. Pacific blue gleaming on the hood below. Watching the evening traffic start to slow. Warm air blowing through the open glass. Watching the golden hours slowly pass. Every speaker cabinet humming steady and low. Setting up the rhythm for the nighttime show. Feel that sunset pressure rolling through the floor. More warm Pacific breeze as the evening starts to glow. West Coast pressure, taking it nice and slow.
Rooftop speaker stacks, summon low and round. Underneath the stars, high above the town. Glasses clinking soft in the golden light. Bassline, holding down the California night.
Smoky air, drifting through the ocean haze. Leaving far behind the rush of heavy days. Hear the echo in the open space. Time stands still in this coastal place. When the sub-bass hits, everybody feels the physical weight of the wooden reef. Feel that sunset pressure rolling through the floor. Deep the frequency, always wanting more. Warm Pacific breeze as the evening starts to glow. West Coast pressure, taking it nice and slow. Smell like whiskey and ocean air. That's usually a good sign already. You walked in wearing gold chains lightly, like confidence had become natural by now. Some people wear expensive things loudly. You made them feel almost accidental. The rooftop lounge stayed half full all night. Music rolling through warm speakers. Nobody screaming over each other. Just smooth conversations beneath low light. A woman near the the bar kept smiling your way. You noticed but stayed calm about it. That kind of patience says more than chasing attention ever could. Real charisma usually arrives quietly, without trying to dominate the atmosphere. Gold chains and slow conversations tonight, warm drinks beneath the city lights, and somehow everything felt richer without anybody flexing too hard. Gold chains catching sunset glow, music smooth and moving low. Nobody trying to impress strangers, just enjoying where life finally brought them. You said peace became expensive lately, not financially, emotionally, and honestly. Everybody at the table understood. The bartender played old West Coast records, warm bass shaking the floor softly. That kind of music changes people without needing to become dramatic about it. Outside the skyline glowed amber, palm trees bending to the breeze. The whole city looked expensive in the calmest possible way. Gold chains and slow conversations tonight, ocean air drifting through the night, and every laugh sounded more genuine once people stopped performing for the room. Gold chains beneath warm skies, confidence resting behind your eyes, the kind that comes naturally after surviving enough to know yourself. There's something attractive about people who no longer need to prove they matter. Gold chains, slow conversations, west side nights and rooftop patience. Nobody rushing toward tomorrow when tonight already feels complete. Gold reflections across a glass, music making the hours pass, and somehow the whole room relaxed the second the bassline settled in. Palm trees moved above the rooftop, while the city rolled into morning. The room smelled like whiskey and ocean air. That's usually a good sign already. You walked in wearing gold chains lightly, like confidence had become natural by now. Some people wear expensive things loudly. You made them feel almost accidental. The rooftop lounge stayed half full all night, music rolling through warm speakers. Nobody screaming over each other, just smooth conversations beneath low light. A woman near the bar kept smiling your way. You noticed but stayed calm about it. That kind of patience says more than chasing attention never could. Real charisma usually arrives quietly, without trying to dominate the atmosphere. Gold chains and slow conversations tonight, warm drinks beneath the city lights, and somehow everything felt richer without anybody flexing too hard. Gold chains catching sunset glow, music smooth and moving low. Nobody trying to impress strangers, just enjoying where life finally brought them. You said peace became expensive lately, not financially, emotionally, and honestly. Everybody at the table understood. The bartender played old West Coast records, warm bass shaking
and every laugh sounded more genuine. Once people stopped performing for the room. Gold chains beneath warm skies, confidence resting behind your eyes, the kind that comes naturally after surviving enough to know yourself. There's something attractive about people who no longer need to prove they matter. Gold chains and slow conversations, west side nights and rooftop patience. Nobody rushing toward tomorrow when tonight already feels complete. Gold reflections across your glass, music making the hours pass, and somehow the whole room relaxed the second the bass line settled in. Palm trees moved above the rooftop while the city rolled into morning.
Midnight on the boulevard, city slows its pace. Neon light reflecting on a quiet face. Giant wood cabin standing 3 tiers high. Sound system power reaching for the sky. Amps burning warm in the cool night air. Bass culture energy everywhere. No need to rush when the groove is deep. City below us is fast asleep. We hold a signal on the higher ground, lost inside the physical sound.
Pacific dub culture,
Heavy in the chest,
calm cinematic freedom.
out here in the west,
No hurry, no noise,
just a low frequency
rolling like a tide.
across the Pacific Sea. Wire wheels spinning beneath street lamp glow. Analog tape warmth making everything flow. After hours energy, smooth and refined, leaving all the chatter of the day behind. Rooftop horizon stretching out so wide, distant sound of waves on the ocean side. Signal in the wire, heavy in the wood. Understood, understood. When the sub bass stops in the midnight hour, you can feel the quiet strength of the power.
Pacific dub culture,
Heavy in the chest,
calm cinematic freedom.
out here in the west,
No hurry, no noise,
just a low frequency
rolling like the tide.
across the Pacific Sea. south to north. Ice in the glass, conversation smooth and low. Watching down below where the lowriders go. City lights twinkling down in the bay. End of another golden California day. Smooth roads floating on the breeze. Warm night air moving through palm trees. Feel the tension melt right off your shoulders. Getting wiser as the world gets older. California dub nights, warm bass, pressure rolls. Cinematic movement for the late night souls. Palm trees moving in the coastal breeze. Everything slow, setting minds at ease. Speaker towers pulsing with the physical weight. Sunset turns to dusk, getting kinda late. City lights twinkling like stars in the haze. Living in the warmth of these coastal days. Laughter echoes soft near the edge of the wall. As the calm night shadow covers it all. Let the echo carry all your worries away. Save your troubles for another day. When the bassline rolls through the open air, there ain't nothing else that can compare. California dub nights, warm bass, pressure rolls. Cinematic movement for the late night souls. Palm trees moving in the coastal breeze. Everything slow, setting minds at ease. Windows down past the ocean line. Warm air riding through the car. Nobody rush in the evening. We already made it this far. You pulled up late but clean, like the night I've been waiting. Go watch catching sunset, no need for explaining. Everybody talks too much when they don't feel secure. You just smiled at the room and made silence feel expensive. Some people chase the spotlight. Some bring the light with them. Sunset pressure on the boulevard. Palm shadows moving over parked cars. We don't need to prove too much when the whole night already feels ours. Sunset pressure, smooth and slow. Pacific air through the stereo. If they're watching, let them watch. We came too far to move small. She leaned against the lowrider, laughing like she owned the heat. Red nails, calm eyes, white shoes on the concrete. Somebody asked where we're going. You said somewhere with a view. That sounded simple enough, but everybody knew it was true. Sunset pressure on the boulevard, palm shadow moving over cars. We don't need to prove too much when the whole night already feels ours. Sunset pressure, smooth and slow, Pacific air through the stereo. If they're watching, let them watch. We came too far to move small. Real confidence, don't shout. It just arrives on time, moves through the room slowly, and leaves something behind. Oh. Sunset pressure in the warm night air, gold light sitting in your hair. Everything felt easy for once, like life forgot to be unfair. Sunset pressure, ride it low, let the whole coastline glow. We don't need the loudest room, we just need the right one. Windows down past the ocean line, warm air riding through the car. Nobody rushing the evening, we already made it this far. City lights below me, bass above me. City lights below me, standing on the edge of the skyline glow, watching the city breathe real slow. Every echo bouncing off the glass, second feels like you won't pass. Speakers shaking the rooftop, yeah. People moving but I don't care. I'm inside the sound, not outside it. Every heartbeat synchronized with it, and it rises and falls.
There,
I feel everything and nothing there.
lost in the sound system light.
Dancing with the skyline tonight.
Rooftop echo bass, don't
fade away. Golden haze over concrete dreams. Everything is more than it seems. Every drop of sound like a memory, breaking free from gravity. If I stay up here too long, will I become the song?
Rooftop echo bass, all meeting sound.
Let the city turn around.
I don't need to come back down.
I'm already lost. I'm already found. of the best drives in the city. Neon signs, old records playing through the speakers like summer never really ended here. You wore that cream colored jacket again, the one everybody compliments eventually. Not because it's expensive, just because you wear it comfortably. A couple argued outside the liquor store, then laughed halfway through the conversation. Funny how certain cities teach people to hold tension and softness together. Some places feel cinematic naturally, especially after midnight. Warm nights on Ventura Boulevard, palm trees glowing over parked cars, and somehow everything felt timeless, like the city paused itself briefly. Warm nights rolling through the stereo, basslines moving smooth and low, nobody rushing toward tomorrow when tonight already feels complete. The taco stand stayed crowded at 1 a.m. Music drifting across the sidewalk. Some girl danced while waiting for her order, like joy arrived randomly sometimes. You said you've been protecting your peace more lately, driving slower, answering less calls, spending more time near the ocean. Honestly, I understood immediately. Adulthood changes what success looks like. At some point, calmness becomes more valuable than impressing people constantly. Warm nights on Ventura Boulevard, ocean breeze through open cars, and every face beneath the street lights looks softer than usual somehow. Warm nights under West Side skies, gold reflections in your eyes, the kind of evenings people remember later without fully knowing why. Maybe freedom is simply this feeling, relaxed in your own life, finally. Warm nights rolling towards sunrise, California glow across the skyline, and somehow the whole world felt lighter with the right music in the background. Warm nights through Ventura slowly, palm shadows moving below me. Nobody ready to end the drive yet, nobody rushing the feeling away. The boulevard stayed glowing behind us while the speakers carried into dawn. Cruising under moonlight glow, empty roads and traffic slow, palm shadows on the window slide. Bass is the only thing I ride. Headlights cut through coastal mist, every turn feels like a twist. Ocean breathing through the night, drowning in that soft blue light. No rush, no fear, no fight. Radio static in the air, but I don't really even care. City fades beyond the sound, lost but somehow